Hi, I'm Mark and I'm all about psychology, tech and productivity. And in today's video we're going to be looking at installing a Hypervolt electric vehicle charger at our house to charge our Tesla Model 3. Here's the challenge, it's not a super easy install. So here's where the charger is going to go, and then here is where our electric meter and consumer unit is. So the plan is to open up these floorboards and go under the floor and out through the bottom of the hallway to get to the outside wall. So I brought our new Tesla home last week, and so far I've been using some of the free public chargers and the included 3-pin adapter to charge at home. And the timing has been superb because here in the UK we're currently struggling with fuel shortages and huge queues at petrol stations with people wanting to top up their cars. It's literally never been a better time to own a car that you can charge up at your home while you sleep. But whilst the 3-pin adapter works just fine, it does involve me opening up a window to feed the cable out to the car, and it's just coming into autumn/winter here in the UK, and when I come downstairs in the morning it's super cold down here after letting all of our heat out. So I'm really glad that we're going to be installing something that lives outside, that can charge our car that little bit faster and that little bit more efficiently. And this is Alec. He is the man with the plan, and he's been kind enough to let me film him and his colleague David while they're working on the installation today. Okay, so Mark's chosen the white Hypervolt. We're going to mount it on the wall here. We've taken this cable, which is EV Ultra cable, that's got a data cable built into it as well as a power source. We've gone through the air brick, back through the floor void to where David's joining into the mains under the stairs. We used the air brick because there's a gas pipe in there, and we were confident that we could identify where we were going through the air brick rather than drilling through the wall and potentially hitting the gas pipe. So pretty straightforward install once we got that cable through. That was the challenge today. So I recommend the Hypervolt charger because it's made in Britain, 3-year warranty. Their main focus is on customer service. You can ring Flavian and the guys at any time and they're there to help you, as well as weekends and evenings. We're far and above better than the other manufacturers that I've used before, and when we get it on the wall you'll see that it's a really tidy install. So one of the great things about working with Alec was that he uses a system called EV Comply, which allows you to request the quotation for all of the work via an online form. So you can upload photos from your phone of the desired location of the charger, the location of your consumer unit, the route that you want the path to take, and any other information that might be useful for him to quote accurately. I've been through some of the quotations that ask you to complete huge, great big spreadsheets or like 20-page Word forms, and it was just really arduous and not at all helpful. And the EV Comply systems was one of the reasons why I chose to bring Alec in to do the work today. Let's see how we get on. So here we have the Hypervolt unit wired in. We've got the mains cables coming in here. This is the cable that goes out to the CT clamp with bootlace ferrules on there. This is the cable that goes out to the car. That's got a CT clamp on it as well for monitoring the consumption. We've got the USB ports here and various other bits and bobs if you want to add to the charger in some way. On these, the CT clamp, this one here, goes both ways, so if you've got solar, that will actually monitor the power going out to the grid as well as drawing from the grid. here's the finished installation. I'm absolutely made up that they were able to go straight out through the crawl space and straight to the outside of the house without having to drill through any of the tiles or through any of the interior walls to get there. It's just fantastic work. And as you can see, the charger itself looks super smart, super clean, sat here on the wall. It's got a really nice illuminated light, and I'm looking forward to getting the app set up very shortly. And as we can see here, plugging the car in is super easy, just reversing up to my house, undocking the tethered cable from its little included port and popping it straight into the Tesla. And we can see we're getting a decent charge here of about 30 miles an hour off the 32 amp. I'm just going to install the Hypervolt app here and get it connected to our charger so that we can see some of the features that are included as standard. Now this has got a data connection and it connects to your Wi-Fi as well, so just like with the Tesla, you can have updates, you can have upgrades that come down over the air and just will improve the way your charger works over time. That's one of the reasons I went for this particular charger. Let's take a look. So straight out of the gate, you have to sort of find your charger via a Bluetooth. And I quite like this, you have to adopt it. Luckily I'm the only charger on our street at the moment. I'm sure that won't be the case forever. So nice and easy to find. And then the next thing it asks you to do is to connect to your Wi-Fi network. So it's connecting up, it's connected straight away to our TalkTalk UFO broadband. And then it's just going to communicate with the Hypervolt servers and download any updates that might be necessary. And here's the app working, so we can see straight away you've got some nice easy controls, and at a glance you can see your current session in terms of CO2 that's saved, the money that you've spent, the rate of charge and more. If we go into the settings, you can control the brightness of the LEDs on the outside of the charger, and also you can have these fun little modes. So if you want it to be in the Union Jack flag or in party mode, don't know what that is, I'll have to try that out later on. You can do that. You can also reduce or increase the maximum charging limit, which is cool. And then this is really nice, you can actually put in your pence per kilowatt hour from your energy tariff, including if you've got a special night rate available, so that you can have really accurate readings as to how much each charge has cost you and how much you're paying for your ownership of your electric vehicle over time. I love this idea, and I'm super geeky about things like tracking energy uses and maintenance costs, and I will be releasing a video about this kind of thing after a few months usage, just so that we can build up a bank of data and get a real sense of what the real life costs are. At the top there you can see there is a lock, so you don't particularly want people driving up to your house, picking up your charger and connecting up without your permission. You can lock the tethered cable into the unit and stop people using it. And there we have it. I couldn't be happier with our Hypervolt installation today. It was super easy, super smooth, and particularly for me, from an aesthetic point of view, super clean. A huge thank you to Alec and his colleague David for letting me film them. If you are based in the north and you're looking for someone to come and install an electric charger at your house or maybe your offices, please give them a call. You'll find all of their details in the description below. If you've got any questions about the work that's been carried out today, about the Hypervolt, about charging Teslas, please pop a comment below and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you enjoyed this video, be kind, drop us a like, and if you loved it, maybe even a cheeky subscribe. I'll see you next time.